You know that moment when your neighbor's Toyota SUV rolls past 300,000 miles and it still sounds healthier than your new car? Yeah, there's a reason for that. Mechanics across the country keep saying the same thing. If you want a vehicle that outlives your mortgage, get a Toyota. Today, we're diving into the unstoppable SUVs from Toyota that mechanics swear by, the ones that keep running like clockwork, even after the odometer gives up. And the best part? Every single one of these can be yours for under $18,000 in today's used market. Let's get into the ironclad legends that just don't quit. Toyota Land Cruiser Prado, late 90s to mid 2000s. This legend is the kind of SUV that steers by wire, plows through mud, and still laughs at the notion of 300,000 miles. Under the hood, you're looking at either a bulletproof 3.4-liter V6 or optional diesel 3.0-liter turbo diesel, both known for running strong well past 450,000 miles. Mechanics love its ironclad 4WD system. It's simple, robust, and easy to maintain without mysterious electronic gremlins. Inside, the seats hold up surprisingly well, and when things do eventually wear out, parts are shockingly affordable thanks to Toyota's broad global legacy. Fuel economy? Yes, it drinks. Expect around 13 to 15 mpg in real-world driving. But if you're shopping under $18,000, that's a trade-off many are willing to make for a nearly indestructible SUV and peace of mind for the long haul. Kelley Blue Book often shows Prados from early 2000s trading hands well under that price point, depending on mileage and condition, but a clean example with roughly 180,000 miles can still be a bargain. Mechanic quote from a forum sums it up. "This thing will outlive your next 3 cars combined, and while it might not handle like a sports car, that's rarely the point when your SUV still purrs at 300,000 miles. If that one felt like an old-school tank, wait until you meet the next Toyota SUV. It's quieter, smoother, and still refuses to die. In fact, it might be the best-kept secret in the used SUV world." Toyota Highlander, 2008 to 2012. This is where Toyota started mixing long-haul reliability with real daily comfort. The Highlander from this generation comes with either a 2.7-liter 4-cylinder or the buttery smooth 3.5-liter V6, and if you ask any mechanic, they'll tell you that V6 is basically unkillable. We're talking about timing chains that don't need replacing, transmissions that hold up past 250,000 miles, and engines that rarely burn oil if you keep up with maintenance. Inside, it's exactly what a family SUV should be: roomy without being oversized, with seating for 7 in a cabin that still feels modern over a decade later. Fuel economy hovers around 20 mpg combined with the V6, and the ride quality is a big step up from older truck-based Toyotas. And here's the kicker. In 2025, you can still find well-maintained examples under $18,000, especially with mileage around 160 to 180,000. According to IC Cars, this generation of Highlander consistently ranks in the top 10 vehicles most likely to reach 300,000 miles. As one owner said online, "Bought it with 140,000. Now I'm at 230 and I've only changed brakes and oil. Best car I've ever owned." Now I've got to ask, which one of these legendary Toyotas would you trust to hit 300,000 miles? Drop it in the comments below, and while you're at it, tell us where you're watching from. We love seeing how far the Auto Ally crew reaches. Hit that like button if you're all about smart car choices. Watching on television? Grab your phone and hit subscribe. Don't miss the next smart pick coming your way every week. The next one might not look flashy, but under the hood, it's a masterclass in Toyota's no-nonsense engineering. Mechanics love it because it's simple, tough, and just keeps going even when the road disappears. This is the SUV people buy when they want a vehicle that feels like it was built to last 50 years. The 4th generation 4Runner is legendary for its 4.0-liter 5.6 engine so tough, it's been spotted pushing past 500,000 miles with only basic maintenance. And if you stumble on the V8 version, even better. That one shares roots with the old Lexus GX and has earned a near-mythical reputation among off-roaders. Its body-on-frame construction means this thing rides like a truck because it is a truck underneath. But unlike older SUVs, the suspension is surprisingly refined, and road noise is minimal for something this rugged. It tows, it hauls, and it doesn't flinch at snow, sand, or gravel. You won't get hybrid-level fuel economy, expect about 17 mpg combined, but in return, you get durability that makes mechanics nod with respect. A clean 4Runner from this era with under 200,000 miles still trades hands for $15,000 to $18,000, depending on condition. That's not cheap for a vehicle this old, and that's the point. People pay for peace of mind. One Toyota technician put it bluntly on a forum. You bring me a 4Runner with 300,000 miles, I'll still tell you it has another 100 left in it. If you thought the 4Runner was bulletproof, wait until you see this next one. It's got the heart of a Camry, the soul of a tank, and a habit of never, ever breaking down. Now, don't let the cute size fool you. This generation of RAV4 is one of the toughest small SUVs Toyota ever built, especially the models with the 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine. That powertrain is as solid as they come, timing chain, minimal oil burning, and transmissions that shift smooth even past 200,000 miles. This RAV4 also has a secret weapon: space. Open the rear hatch, and it feels more like a mid-size SUV, with a low-load floor, generous cargo volume, and rear seats that recline, a rare feature in this price range. And here's where it gets good for shoppers. Many of these are still floating around the used market for between $10,000 and $15,000, even in great condition with around 150 to 170,000 miles on the clock. It's not the flashiest Toyota, and it won't climb mountains like the 4Runner, but for everyday driving, it's hard to beat. Consumer Reports gives it high marks for reliability year after year, and owners consistently say the same thing: it just works. One comment we found summed it up perfectly. Mine has 210,000 miles, and I trust it more than my friend's new German SUV. Alright, this last one isn't just reliable, it's so underrated that most folks don't even realize it's built like a Lexus underneath. If you want luxury-level durability without the luxury price tag, keep watching. Here's the thing about the Venza. It doesn't scream rugged SUV, but under that sleek crossover shell is the same 3.5-liter 5.6 engine found in the Highlander and Camry. That engine is a legend. Smooth, quiet, and capable of running past 300,000 miles with nothing more than oil changes and a bit of TLC. Pair that with a 6-speed automatic that rarely gives trouble, and you've got one of the most overlooked gems in the Toyota lineup. The Venza rides lower than a traditional SUV, but it still offers a high driving position, available all-wheel drive, and a cabin that feels surprisingly upscale. Soft touch materials, a panoramic roof, and cushy seats make it feel way more expensive than it is, which is wild, considering you can scoop one up for $13,000 to $16,000 with decent mileage. Look for the V6 if you want that effortless power and long-term durability, though the 4-cylinder models are no slouch either. Mechanics often describe it as a Highlander in a tuxedo. Easy to maintain, great on long drives, and built with that old-school Toyota over-engineering. If you find one with proper service records and under 200,000 miles, don't hesitate. As one Venza owner wrote, "I've had mine for 10 years, and the only thing I've replaced is the battery. Feels like it'll go another 10 easy." Think of the Sequoia as the Land Cruiser's more affordable cousin, big, bold, and brutally reliable. Under the hood, you'll find the tried-and-true 4.7-liter iForce V8, the same engine Toyota used in the Tundra and LX 470. It's not just durable, it's overbuilt, with a cast-iron block and timing belt setup that, if changed on schedule, practically guarantees longevity past 300,000 miles. This generation of Sequoia isn't just a beast under the hood. It offers real space, 3 rows, massive cargo volume, and the kind of comfort you'd expect from a much newer SUV. Despite its size, it's surprisingly refined on the highway, thanks to Toyota's knack for suspension tuning. And here's the kicker. For under $18,000, you can still find solid examples with clean frames and less than 200,000 miles. Fuel economy? Sure, it's not great, expect around 15 mpg combined. But ask any seasoned mechanic, and they'll say the same thing. The Sequoia just doesn't quit. It's common to see these being passed down from one generation to the next like a family heirloom. One owner wrote on a forum, "We bought ours when our kids were in kindergarten. They finished college and the truck still runs like new." All right, if you thought we were out of surprises, think again. This next Toyota SUV is the one many folks overlook, until they realize it might just be the smartest used buy under 18 grand. Okay, I know what you're thinking. The Matrix? That little hatchback? But stay with me. The XR all-wheel drive version of the Matrix is built on the same bones as the Corolla, which means it inherits that legendary Toyota reliability. It's technically a compact wagon, but with SUV-like practicality, real cargo room, a higher ride height, and yes, available all-wheel drive. Mechanics often call it the secret SUV for people who hate SUVs. Under the hood, you'll find a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine that's rock solid. No turbo, No fancy tech, just honest power and dependable performance. It's the kind of car that doesn't ask for much basic maintenance, the occasional brake job, and it'll just keep on running. Fuel economy is solid too, around 20 mpg combined with all-wheel drive. And here's the real kicker. You can find these for as little as $8,000 to $12,000 with under 150,000 miles. That leaves a whole lot of life left in the tank and plenty of money left in your wallet. Inside, it's basic but functional, and the rear seats fold flat to create a seriously roomy cargo area for something this compact. One proud Matrix XR owner put it best. I call it my Mini, RAV4. It goes through snow, hauls everything, and it's never let me down not once in 190,000 miles. Not every SUV is built to last, but these Toyotas, they were engineered to outlive your next 3 cars. From V6 powerhouses to hidden gems like the Matrix, these rides prove you don't need to spend a fortune to drive something that just keeps going. If this list saved you time or sparked some ideas, there's a lot more where that came from. Dive into the channel for more mechanic-backed picks, smart used car advice, and a few surprises you won't want to miss. Hit that like, subscribe, and drop your Toyota Warrior in the comments below. We want to hear your stories. Catch you on the next one, only here at the Auto Ally.